G'day, it's Sam Buchanan. Today's topic is around finance and what a lot of people don't understand about how your spending will impact and influence your ability to either get a loan or how much you actually be able to borrow from the banks. So probably since the Royal Commission and prior to, the banks have really tightened up on how speculative they are on their lending, but also trying to nut down on people's actual living expenses. So in the past, they'd actually go and look at putting a blanket, $2,000 living expense per month or $1,000 based on your income, what you actually do, what you spend it on your groceries, and just sort of average it out. Whereas nowadays, actually diving right into your bank statement and seeing what you spend your money on. So what a lot of people don't understand is the amount of time it takes to collate that information as the borrower, but the lenders aren't taking any extra time to process the loan. So it still takes the same time to process the loan from the moment it lands on the assessor's desk to when they either approve or send back for more info or decline it. So some things which I've seen through Clarity Financial Group on some very interesting questions have been around Uber Eats, purchasing products from Baby Bunting and Petbarn. And so what the lenders are querying is, are you frivolous or are you, quite frivolous in your spending? Are you getting Uber Eats 3 times a week because you're lazy, or you're busy, but you go, I'm going to go for the quick thing and get the food delivered to me, because it's more expensive to do that, obviously. Some people have actually went and bought some products from Baby Bunting a couple of times for baby showers and gifts, but they were wondering, are you pregnant? Have you not told us this? Do we have to consider that in the application? And they weren't pregnant. The same goes for Petbarn. People have bought quite a lot of pet toys and things, and I said, do you have a pet? You haven't declared that you do, but they're actually buying it for some other friends who did actually have a pet. So they're very odd at the moment with what the banks are requiring or querying from borrowers, but essentially they've got to make sure that they're doing everything they can in their due diligence to make sure that people can pay back their mortgage they're trying to obtain based on their expenses. So some very interesting news, but overall it's not harder to get money, it's just as easy. Obviously rates have dropped and they're at the lowest they've ever been. It's just taken a bit longer for borrowers to get all the information to the banks, and a lot of ineffective lenders or the bank's direct are actually not requesting enough information, so by the time it actually gets to the assessor's desk, whether it's 2 or 4 days later, it gets put back to the back of the pile, sent back and said, you need to give us more info, give it back to us. So it takes the borrower another 4 days to get the information back to the assessor, another 4 days before it's seen, and that goes in a big revolving circle, and that's why they assume it takes many, many weeks to get an approval done. If you use an effective broker who gets every single bit of information up front, it lands on the assessor's desk, bang, gets assessed and approved. So what shouldn't take 4 weeks or 5 weeks with a bad lender or investor, should only take 3. So hope you enjoyed this quick video. If any questions, comments, queries, reach out. Give this post a like, give my page a like, and if you have any queries about selling or buying, please get in touch. Cheers.